Hey beautiful people, welcome or welcome back. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a reading about the person on your mind and the connection you share with each other. Today's reading is timeless and for all zodiac signs, and what we are going to be discussing in today's reading is basically what you can expect next in the 3D in this connection. So we're going to be chatting about that here with some oracle cards and the tarot, and then after that I'm going to go with the flow. I may pull some cards on this person's current thoughts and feelings about you. No matter what, later on in the reading I will pull channeled messages, as I always do, followed by a short message just for you, so make sure you stick around to the very end because those are always very important messages. So let's get right into it, you guys. I am going to get started in the order that I pulled the cards, introducing them to you, and then we're going to hop into the message itself. So first up, we have Take a Breath, Moonstruck, Moonbeams Focus, Moon Maybe Intuition, Follow the Moon, Watch for Signs, as well as Awaken in Gratitude. And then down below, we have the Five of Swords, the Empress, Taurus energy, the King of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, the Three of Swords, which came out paired with the Three of Cups, and then lastly, we have the Ace of Swords. So the very first message I want to touch on with you today is within these first four cards. I was not planning on pulling four cards from that deck. It just happened to come out this way. And upon reading each one of these cards, I knew instantly why that was the case. Even though it wasn't my original intention to get that many from this deck, it clearly happened for a reason. It's literally kind of telling a story to you right now. Take a breath and focus, listen to your intuition, and watch for the signs you've already been receiving about this. So I have a feeling that maybe this reading found you during a time where you kind of have this anticipation that something is coming soon with this person, or some sort of a big change is about to happen in your connection. Like you've already been seeing signs about this. Your intuition has already been kind of in hyperdrive, letting you know that something is coming. Maybe you've been receiving specific signs from the universe of when or what or how this is all going to be. But I feel like this is such an important message for you to actually listen to your intuition and watch for those signs. So if that's something you're not already doing, this reading definitely found you for confirmation that it's important to pay attention. And maybe right now you're kind of in the phase where you're like reaching for confirmation, right? You're watching tarot reading after tarot reading, trying to understand, trying to see the future. You feel something is changing, you feel something is coming, but you just can't listen to yourself, or you can't quite pinpoint what it is. So you're seeking externally for this. And I think part of the reason this reading found you is to remind you of your own power. Your own power to receive data and to interpret it and to understand what's going on here. So if that sounds like you right now, I am your friend over here reminding you that you do have a strong intuition. Make sure that you're good at identifying an anxious thought from an actual intuitive tick, of course. But at the end of the day, if you are seeing repeating patterns and messages and synchronicities and they won't go away, there's probably something behind that. So maybe start a journal, jot things down, write things down, or, just log it in the back of your mind so that when you continue to see these repeating signs and patterns, you can kind of decode it in a way. It makes it a little bit easier for you, almost like a cheat sheet of sorts, right? They're also over here to me suggesting possibly taking a breather and allowing yourself to calm down about this matter a little bit. This honestly is reminding me of some sort of meditation. So I don't know if you already practice meditation or if that's something you've been considering getting into or doing more often lately, but I definitely feel like this is hinting at that for you between take a breath and focus. To me, that's actually like focusing on your breath while you're meditating. And bear with me for a second, you guys, because I might have the sniffles in today's reading here and there, or an occasional cough. I'm a little bit sick. I am finally getting through it, but there will be a little bit here and there. Unfortunately, I still need to read. I still feel called to read, even if I'm a little bit sick. But anyway, you guys are usually very understanding and patient, so I thank you in advance. But anywho, hopping back to this reminds me of like the concepts of like how to start your meditations off, which is usually you're told to focus on one particular pinpoint, like your breath, for example. That's a very common one a lot of people use, is focusing on their own breath, the sound of it, the rhythm of it. So again, meditation, breath work, literally just getting out of your mind for a little while. Stop hyper analyzing everything and, watching reading after reading, trying to get confirmation for something you already know. If you want true answers as to what the truth is here and what's coming next, I feel like the key is already within you. You already know, or maybe you just need to take a breath, relax a little bit, and focus in on the signs and messages you're already receiving, because it's coming to you, whether you're aware of that or not. And maybe you literally just need to like slow your roll a little bit and tap into that information. Okay, so hopping away from that for a little while, I think that was a very important message though, so I hope it sunk in. I hope it resonated with you. We also have awaken and gratitude, okay? And then we have a whole situation going down here with the tarot. I think there's just a few different things they want me to cover for you, because we're here talking about what's coming next in this connection, right? In the 3D. I think that there's more than likely a pretty important conversation coming in between you and your person. For some of you out there, it's been a long time since you've talked to them, or since you've actually like ever openly talked to them about some of the experiences you've had. So I think the talk that's coming up between you and your person is going to be awakening for both of you. I also think that there's going to be a lot of appreciation and gratitude expressed between the two of you, specifically pertaining to important, bouts of growth or life lessons you've had from this experience with each other. It's almost like they just showed me like a circle with multiple people, so I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe you're going to see them in a group setting or something like that, although I do think you're going to be having a private conversation with each other at some point during this experience. But they almost showed me like a circle of people around a campfire, and everyone is like shouting out something they're grateful for, something they're appreciative of. And so it's kind of giving me that sort of energy between you and your person, where you're like being radically honest with yourself and within them, and vice versa. They're expressing gratitude for the lessons they've learned, for the experiences they've had with you, especially when it relates to like an awakening or personal growth, okay? Now down here, it gets a little bit messy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, okay? So just a forewarning right now, this is when things are going to get ultra specific. Now, I'm a very practical, straightforward, no BS, no sugarcoat type of reader. So I'm going to be honest with you right now when I say that it's possible for some of you watching, this reading found you just for the top part and maybe the last part of this reading, the message from the universe. And if this doesn't resonate with your specific situation, that's a-okay. There's still messages in the reading for you. So just, pay attention to that. Never force anything to fit if it doesn't. I think it's really important, especially when we're watching tarot readings, even more so collective tarot readings. Remember that it is for the collective. So some readings will resonate 100%. Other times, most of it will, parts won't. Just at the end of the day, again, this is an exercise for you. Listen to your intuition and how everything resonates, what's going on, and of course, leave behind whatever doesn't, okay? So anyway, getting to the message, now that we've established it's going to be very specific, it won't be for everyone watching. It does involve a third party, okay? And I do get more specifically, it's likely a romantic third party for most of you watching, or another person. The other person could have been a friend or a family member that at one point in time got between you and this person, but for most of you, it's probably romantic because there's a lot of heartbreak attached to whatever this third party situation is or was, okay? Someone along the lines of this connection betrayed the other person. They sabotaged this connection directly involving this third party, because remember, we had the Three of Swords come out with the Three of Cups. This was the only time this like came out in combination with the tarot. Okay, so it's telling me that this grief, this sadness, this heartbreak type of energy is most definitely tied in with the third party. So at one point in time, at least one of you in this connection betrayed the other person, hurt the other person, wounded the other person, maybe put someone in a third party situation, chose the third party over the other one. You get it. I'm pretty sure if you're still here and this is still resonating with you, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because it was no secret to either of you in this connection. You for sure knew about this. At one point in time, you found out about it, and whoever, you know, like did the third party BS hurt the other person really bad, okay? And it's possible for some of you watching, both of you did this simultaneously. Again, this is a collective reading. There's no rules here. Take it how it resonates with your situation. Bottom line, I see the two of you talking about that too. So not only are you going to be discussing all of the good things, all of the things you've learned, everything you have to be appreciative of each other, you're also going to be honest about this whole situation. And I think you're really going to be getting some radical honesty and clarity from each other here about how it impacted you. You know, if it was you that involved the third party, I think you'll probably be apologizing, and vice versa. If it was your person, they're going to be honest with you, maybe provide you with more details if it was a wishy-washy situation and you didn't have much information before. It's all going to make sense. You're having the clarity come through, and I think the two of you are directly talking to each other about whatever this is to kind of get that closure and to bring a more lighthearted energy back into your connection, okay? So it's more than likely, you know, I guess actually I can't say that for a fact. Some of you may be in contact with this person, others of you may not. I feel like if you are in contact with this person, this is probably still fresh and maybe you've taken a bit of a break or a step back from each other for the time being. But for a good chunk of you watching here today, I do feel like you're probably in separation, and this is from the past. And this is a return of a past person that may have been out of your life for a little while, at least a period of time, okay? A couple weeks, maybe couple months, couple years, something like that. And again, there was some kind of major betrayal. There was like a self-sabotage type of thing here, or just sabotage in general. And you really hurt each other. Now, I think that since that has passed, because I don't think this is currently going on. It could be for some of you out there, but for most of you watching, this was a past third-party situation. I think that both you and your person have been really working on yourselves since that happened, because there was like a big awakening, a big realization that came from that experience, okay? There were a lot of lessons that were learned, regardless of who brought the third party in and how that all worked out. Both of you have learned a lot from that experience, and you've grown as individuals because of that learning, okay? That's part of why I think the dominant energy that's going to be expressed in this conversation is going to be gratitude, because you've learned so much, you've grown so much, even through the pain, even through the upset or the disturbance. Like, you have chosen to embody this Empress, King of Pentacles type of energy where you are sitting on your throne. You feel confident in yourself, and you're embracing your own personal power because of that. And same goes for your person. One moment here, you guys. As I warned you, there may be some coughs here and there. Oh my goodness. I don't know about you guys watching, but this season, the last few months here, I feel like sicknesses have been going around like crazy, because me and the closest people to me in my 3D life have all gotten sick like a handful of times, like all within a 1 month period, like separate sicknesses. So I don't know what's going on with that. All I can say is I hope I'm building immunity at least, because there's got to be something good that comes from that experience. Okay. Anyway, my heart goes out to you if you've had a lot of sickness this season. It seems like it's going around like wildfire lately. I have no clue. It's a bad one this year. Anyway, What I'm going to do now is get out a few cards on your person's current thoughts and feelings about you. And then after that, we'll hop into some channeled messages to see what they'd like to say to you right now. If they felt like they could be totally open, honest, transparent. You get it. You get the gist here. Okay. So talk to me about this person's current thoughts and feelings about the viewer. Yeah, for a lot of you out there, it's been a long time since you've talked to this person, or it feels like it's been a long time. There's a lot coming out here, so let me get it out. Just let me get a few more cards, and then we're going to chat about everything I just said and more, okay? Talk to me about this person's current thoughts and feelings about the viewer. Okay. I just heard error of my ways. So for some of you, it's probably this person that involved a third party here. And they are, yeah, they're realizing now that that was not good. Or that they're not happy about that, to say the least. Okay, underneath this though, while I was saying that, as I was picking it up, I noticed the Three of Pentacles. So this is for those of you out there who know that it was both of you. It wasn't just this person or you that brought in a third party. That's confirmation for some of you out there watching. If both of you did this, this reading is still for you, okay? Because both of you did the same thing and you're both learning very similar lessons because of that, okay? So basically what I'm seeing here for your person's current thoughts and feelings about you, what they've been thinking about lately, their general stance in this connection seems to be understanding lessons they're meant to learn here. They've been having wake-up calls that maybe they had their mind or their heart or their energy going in all different directions at one point in time. This could have been a classic breadcrumber or somebody that strung you along. And if that's the case, they're aware that they did that now. Maybe they weren't fully conscious of that in the past, but it's something they are definitely thinking about now, how they maybe strung you along, or they breadcrumbed you, or they led you on to believe that things were going to progress when they really didn't, or they took too long to bring you an offer, or whatever it was. This person is thinking about a long period of time where maybe there were games being played, there were third parties involved, and part of that was because this person had a difficult time making decisions or getting a clear sight of where they were going or what they wanted, not only involving you, but involving a lot of other areas in their life, I can only assume. Because with the Seven of Cups, we kind of have this energy of distraction. They have a wandering eye. They're always on to the next big, bright, shiny thing in their life, and they can't like focus for too long, okay? And then pairing that in with this energy of breadcrumbing and maybe waking up to that behavior, your person's been really introspecting a lot and thinking about the actions that they've taken and the consequences of those actions, okay? Now, if you resonate with this being the complete reverse, that's also okay. Just flip the script, okay? That's all I can say to you guys. If it was you that did this to your person, they've been thinking about what you did, okay? So, or again, if it's both of you, it's all of it. Everything that I just said and then some, I'm sure. Now, we also have the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. And this combination is telling me that your person has also been looking back with the energy of regret. Was it all worth it? Maybe they were after something for a period of time that they thought was a wish fulfillment, they thought was a dream come true. If it was another romantic third party, maybe they got a wandering eye, saw this other person and thought, oh, maybe you're the one I've been seeking this whole time. This is amazing. This is perfect. This is great. And so they went full force towards that and left this connection behind, quite possibly. And now they are looking back with an energy of regret here. Okay. They're also looking forward with an energy of determination to get through this and at least talk to you about it. So far, I'm not getting anything indicating that they're, fully intending on coming back in to be with you. But they bare minimum want to like reconcile with you and at least talk things out and clear the air from what I can see. So that is what's coming through from this person. Let's get out a few channeled messages from them to you now. Hold on while I move my decks around, shuffle things around and whatnot. Talk to me about this person and what they would like to say to the viewer if they felt like they could be open and honest right now. Okay, what do they want to say to the viewer today? Okay, so we had two come out at the same time. I look for you everywhere and we will be together again, okay? So this could be literal if you live around this person or if you frequent the same like restaurants, places, areas. They may keep an open eye out for you, hoping to bump into you. This could also be more metaphorical, like they're seeing a lot of signs about you, whether they're trying to or not. Everything is reminding them of you, especially music. You speak to me through music. That reminds them of you very strongly. And clearly they do want to reconcile with you. They want to be with you again. They want you to be a part of their life again. They've probably been missing you, regretting some of their past behaviors, okay? I lost myself for a little while. This person might feel like whatever the third party situation is, if it was on their end, that it was a big slip up and it was them acting out of character. Okay, I know I messed up everything. Like I said, your person's really been taking a lot of the blame on their shoulders, basically. They feel guilty for how they pursued you and this connection, how they treated you, especially if they chose another person over you. Okay, they feel like it was really not who they are, like it was acting out of character. I can't forget you even when I try. Okay, air sign, so that could be you, your person, or the third party, quite possibly. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, of course, as always. You're my first thought when I wake up, so this person thinks about you quite a bit. Okay, you probably are the first thing they think about when they wake up in the morning. Okay, I'm not moving this forward until I've healed. So I feel, and I just saw on the other deck over here, I just looked over and saw it says I love you. Okay, so it's like this person, they're also coming in to let you know that they're not going to try to just like come on in and enter into a relationship with you on the spot. They know that they have healing to do. Maybe they question whether or not you have healing to do. I think they believe that this conversation is meant to be healing for both of you as well. Like part of the healing path for the two of you, or maybe even just for them, is to come in and talk and at least get closure, clear the air, maybe explain themselves, or for you to explain yourself to them. And they're not gonna just wanna like jump into a relationship with you. They're going to want to heal, maybe clear the air, get closure. Could even be that they'll want to separate again for a period of time after that happens to really think things through, process things, heal, and then maybe come back down the road again, okay? So what I'm going to do next for you beautiful souls is get out some tiles and charms for extra insight, more confirmation. I know you guys really like that. We may also get symbols because jumping back to the first part of the reading, I think you've been seeing a lot of signs and maybe synchronicities about this person. We are going to get some of those out for you quite possibly right here, okay? Excuse me, my goodness, I'm sorry, you guys. All right, so letters. This could spell out important names, information, you name it, words. Okay. Whew, I'll read them all aloud in a second. We have a bonus letter over here as well. Okay, so we have R-A-L-A-I-S-W and a D for the letters. So you might see their name, important words, like I already said, anything of this sort. I'm seeing the word rad and sad. We also have lad or lads. Alas, I think that's how you spell alas, like alas, I don't even know. I'm seeing the word rail and whale, sail, lots of things coming out there. And then We also have like the turquoisey leaf. This always makes me think of spring turning into summer. So maybe like the spring and summer cusp could be an important time period for this connection, or something is going to be shifting around that time of the year. We have a guitar, and we've already talked about that. Music is definitely a sign to look out for here. They could be contacting you through music. Maybe you reach them through music, or musical communication direct between the two of you could be or could have been very important. So pay attention, okay? And then we have the two swans here forming a heart, which tells me that there is some element of divine love here. Swans represent union, commitment, longevity, higher level soul connections, you name it. So that could be confirmation. Maybe you've been seeing swans, guitars, musical references, leaves. And then last but certainly not least, we have a cross here. So someone in this connection could be Christian. Maybe that was a barrier between the two of you. There could have also just been religious differences or something like that, okay? Now, what I'm going to do next is get you out your message from universe. If you've made it this far into the reading, I'd love it if you would like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future readings. And if you have made it this far, drop a feather emoji down below to let me know that you made it. Okay, so I'll get your first message out, and then I'm also going to get your affirmation of the day out. Your feather message is the heron. Let go of convention and follow your own unique path. I think that's beautiful. And if you'd like to affirm this with me, you can comment the top part down below. Today, I am curious. Today, I will open my mind and explore new possibilities and opportunities. I am going to go ahead and leave your reading here today. I want to thank you again for joining. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day or night. I certainly would love to see you around the channel again in the future. So have a blessed rest of your day, and until next time, bye for now.